Hello friends. In the previous lesson, I taught you how to create the character's face and the order of the layers. In this tutorial, I will teach you how to animate the character's face. Be sure to subscribe to my channel to see the next videos. I click on the bone layer and create 3 bones with the Add Bone tool. I will make the strength of all 3 bones 0. With the Reparent Bone tool, I parent these 2 eye bones to the middle bone. I bind the bone of each eye to its own layer. Now by moving the middle bone, the character's eyes will move. Now I create another bone to blink the character's eyes. I change its name in the box above. This bone should not be connected to another bone, and I will also set its strength to 0. I will turn this bone into a smart bone. I write the length of the frames as 48. I put the slider in frame 48 and apply the changes to the character's eyelids. In this way, we created the blinking of the character. In the action section, I click on the mainline option. You can see that Smart Bone works well. In the action section, I click on Eyes 2 and put the slider at frame 48 and apply the changes. Now you can see that Smart Bone works for blinking and winking of the character. I also move the upper line of the character's eyes so that it moves at the same time as the character's eyelids. I also create another bone for the character's eyebrows and turn it into a smart bone. The strength of all smart bones should be 0 and they should not be connected to other bones. I put the slider in frame 48 and apply the changes to the character's eyebrows. In the action section, I double-click on the eyebrow tool and apply the changes. You can see that Smart Bone also works well for eyebrows. To animate the character's mouth, first I delete this layer of the character's mouth and create a new mouth for the character. I create a new layer and change its name to mouth. I create the character's mouth with the shape tool and color it. I create a new layer and name it Teeth. I make the character's teeth with the shape tool. I select both layers of mouth and teeth and put them in a group. I double-click on the group layer and select the Hide All option in the masking section. Activate the Exclude Strokes option in the masking section of the mouth layer. I adjust the character's teeth. I create a new layer and rename it to Tongue. With the Shape tool, I draw the tongue of the character. I put the layer of the tongue between the layer of the mouth and the teeth. I disable the halo effect for mouth layers. I click on the bone layer and create a bone to animate the mouth. I change it to Smart Bone. In frame 48, I change the shape of the mouth. In this way, we created the smile of the character. Now, in the action section, I double-click on Mouth 2 and change the state of the mouth in frame 48. Now you can see that I created the sad and happy shape for the character's mouth. I make another bone and convert it to Smart Bone to create other mouth shapes. In fact, I repeat exactly the same thing, only I change the position of the mouth. I create another mouth shape. Now you see that we can combine different mouth positions. To move the character's hair, I also create bones for them. I make a pin bone. I will make the strength of all bones 0. I connect these first 2 bones to the pin bone. I bind each bone to the side points of that layer. I choose these 8 bones. And in the bone constraints section, I activate bone dynamics and wind. Now you can see the movement of the wind in the character's hair. I change the bone dynamics numbers to reduce the wind speed. In order for the movement of the hair on both sides of the character to be different, I slightly change the dynamic settings of the bones on the left side. Now I turn off all layers except the back hair layer. I click on the bone layer and create bones to move the hair behind the character. I bind each bone to the side points of the layer. I repeat the same for the front hair. I create another bone to bend the character's head and turn it into a smart bone. In frame 48, I animate the head layers in this way. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Until the next tutorial, goodbye for now.